You once said that you probably lost about 20 million in gambling. Have you quenched that urge to gamble, or do you still like to gamble?
I love to gamble. I don't like to gamble. You know, I got to the point. So I would go to Vegas and I'd win $1 million.
Damn.
Oh,
I mean, what you play in a hand? 25, 30, 40,000?
I played 25,000 a hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Couple quick double downs, you can get there.
Yeah. And quick double down, you get it up out your pockets.
I don't want no check. I don't want you to wire. I want cash. And there's probably been 7 times that I won $1 million.
Okay.
There's probably been 25 times I've lost $1 million.
Right.
So what happened was I quit gambling for 2 years. And I always take the same group of guys with me, and I said, man, I miss gambling. They're like, why don't you start gambling again? I said, well, man, I was getting out of hand. They're like, yo, man, your gambling ain't getting out of hand. You're just an idiot.
Right.
And the one thing I pride myself on around my friends, they can always be honest with me. I said, why you say I'm a idiot? They're like, yeah, man, we'll be sitting there. You'll be up $300,000-$400,000. And we're like, Chuck, let's go. You good for the night.
Right.
And in my head, I'm saying, nah, we're not leaving this motherfucker. I win $1 million.
Right.
And they said, dude, there's times you've been up $600,000-$700,000
Right.
and you won't quit.
Right.
Because gambling is really just peaks and valleys.
It is.
It's just peaks and valleys.
It's the stock market.
Yes, that's all it is. And they're like, dude, why can't you win $300,000 and say, man, we had a great weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Why you got to win $1 million? And I said, what? They says, why can't you lose 300 and say, we still had a great weekend? And I says, are you serious right now? He says, man, you know I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's win a couple 100,000, have a great weekend, go home, or lose 200 or 300. You ain't got to win $1 million, or you ain't got to chase it and lose $1 million. And so to answer your question, I said, yo, man, we're going to Vegas for the weekend. We're going to lose a couple 100,000, or we're going to win a couple 100,000. You know what we're going to do? We're going to play golf every day and get drunk every night.
Right.
And I had to change my mentality because you can never break the casino.
No.
They can break your ass.
Yes.
And my friends just sit me down and said, yo, man, let's just go have fun for the weekend. Let's win some money or lose a little bit. But yeah, but that's what really happened. Like I say, I got such elation. But then when I would lose $1 million, I was so depressed. Not that the money, yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah, because of the money, but the losing.
But the winning never feels as good as the losing hurt.
Yes. You're so excited when you got all that money laying in front of you, but you're like depressed for a week.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I lost $1 million. And then you have to send the bill to your financial people.
Uh-oh.
And they yell at you. And they yelling and yelling and yelling. And then I says, hey, y'all better quit yelling at me. I'm gonna fire y'all. Okay. And then they're like, okay, we'll pay it. But that's what really happened. I was getting out of hand because like you just had, your point was so good. No matter how good it feels winning, when you lose, it just sucks. I want to make it clear because, you know, when I say it, it's going to sound stupid. The most money I made was $5 million. Mm-hmm. That was my last year.
Right.
I says, now that's below the minimum. I says, to be a businessman in our day and become a billionaire, you are great at business.
Right.
You are great at business.
And he wasn't a name. People wanted to attach themselves to Magic.
Yes.
People wanted to attach themselves to Mike.
Yes.
He was Junior Bridgman.
Just a great businessman and a good dude. Here's to me is one of the greatest stories ever. And if I was the NBA, mm-hmm. I would bring him in every year to my teams, and say, guys, because what people don't understand, everybody on an NBA team or NFL team ain't making a lot of money.
True.
Or ain't gonna play a lot of years.
10, 15.
The average in both sports, the average year is about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Those the guys who need a junior bridgman.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I was watching the draft last night, and this always annoys me about young kids. I was like, these dudes got Louis Vuitton shirts.
Iced out.
And I don't mind a little ice, but too much ice. They got Dior shoes. I says, they do know that money ain't gonna last forever, right? Get you a pair of Nikes. I'm not paying for no Dior shoes.
But you gotta be nice. Cause you had that cranberry suit on. Yeah. You were nice, Chuck, with that little skinny tie.
There's nothing wrong with a nice suit. But I tell these guys, Shannon, when I first was an idiot, when I got my money.
Yeah.
I had like 3 or 4 cars. And Dr. J says, how many of those cars can you drive at the same time? I said, what do you mean? He says, how many of those cars you got to drive at the same time? I says, 1. He says, well, why you got 4? He said, Chuck, this money got to last you for the rest of your life. He says, this money got to last you the rest of your life. He says, son, don't waste all your money on cars. Everybody know who you are. Wow. He said, if you pull up in a Kia, they know, oh, that's Charles Barkley. If you pull up in a Mercedes-Benz or a Rolls-Royce, that's Charles Barkley. But the problem is that money, it's not the fact that you can't afford that car.
Right.
It's the fact that $300,000 you spent on that Bentley, if you bought a car for $70,000, $80,000, you would have had $200,000 more in the bank, and it would have been growing and growing, and in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 20 years, that $200,000 is going to be worth a lot more.
The question is, Charles, is that and I tell young people, you can afford that car right now at 20. Will you be able to afford that car at 60?
Yeah, that's the key.
There's a 40-year gap in there.
Yeah, but see, the young guys, they think, like, I always tell them, I say, yo, man, we know stuff. I ain't trying to hate on no young guy. But I'm trying to, because I don't want you to be on that list. What list is that? 80% of professional athletes go broke. I don't want you on that fucking list.
Where are they now?
Yeah, well, like, yo, this money, you're 20. Mm-hmm. When you're 55, how much money you gonna have left? Mm-hmm. That's the key.
Especially living life. If you're living a lifestyle right now, don't you want to live that lifestyle for the rest of your life? I mean, I don't want to be poor. I've been poor.
Hey,
I know what it's like to eat raccoon, possum, sardines, Vienna sausages, pig ears, pigtails, pig feet. I don't want to eat that no more, Chuck, unless I want to. I don't want to have to eat it out of necessity.
Hey, well, listen, I gotta have my pig feet.
You still eat pig feet?
I do. Oh yeah, I do. I got pig feet. I get them. I go to a great soul food place here called K&K.
Okay. I
get me some pig ears, not pig ears, pig feet.
Yeah.
I got to have my neck bones.
You see, I love some neck bones.
I love
oxtails.
Oxtails. That's their specialty. I love me some oxtails.
Yeah, man. See?
You got to get some yams. You got to get some collards. I mean, but like I say, I started out and I tell them, I say, yo, man, I've been in your situation. I wasted money on cars. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh man, because when you waste money on cars, you're really just trying to impress other people.
Correct.
That's what you're doing. That's like when I used to have nice cars, they said, what kind of rims you gonna put on it? I said, what do you mean? They're like, put some rims on it. I said, so if I put rims on it, I'm really trying to impress other people because I actually can't see the rims when I'm in the car. That's what I tell them. I said, I can't see the rims when I'm in the car.
Right.
So that's what Doc said. He said, so you're really trying to impress other people. Right. You don't have to impress people. They already know who the hell you are.
Is it because, Charles, a lot of us come from single-family homes. Yeah. We didn't have anything, and this is the first opportunity. Because we don't see the other side. They don't. Yeah. I don't think Peyton Manning went out and bought a Rolls Royce. Yeah. I don't think guys when they obviously they have nice homes and But I'm saying because all I wanted when I was like, man, when I saw Miami Vice. And I saw that Ferrari, I said, I'm getting me one of them. And Rolex, I said, I got to get me. So I wanted to that was my way of saying, I've made it.
Yeah. And Herm Edwards, who's somebody I really like and admire, he says, you can have one car. You don't need 5. You don't need a bunch of houses.
No.
He says, I live by the one model. You need one. That's good enough. And like I say, and the young black kids, and I'm talking to them, man, save your money.
Yes.
And another thing, you don't have to take care of all your family and friends. For some reason, black people, myself included, I used to be like, my financial people told me, why are you taking care of 7, 8 people? I'm like, well, he said, no. No, you don't have to take care of everybody.
Right.
Because you're going to go broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so no, I tell these young kids, yo, man, if you want to do something nice for your mom and dad, you want to do something nice for a brother or sister, that's fine. They don't have to be on the payroll.
Right.
You don't, you don't owe them. That was their job to take care of you. But if you want to do something nice for them, that's fine.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before 2 something.